Hello everyone. Today our topic is condition for maximum and minimum. Maximum condition for maximum and minimum. How we can find out? By using differentiation, we can find out maximum value and minimum value. How it will be possible? We are going to discuss. The first condition. For maximum. For maximum, what is the condition? First one, the first differentiation. dy upon dx value is 0 and the second value, secondary differentiation, d square y upon dx square less than 0. This is the condition for maximum. In this maximum, how we can take by using the graph? Let us consider this is a xy plane. This is a x and this is a y. The maximum value I am taking like that. How we can recognize the maximum value? Where if you draw the tangent. Now I am drawing the tangent here. Where you draw the tangent, this tangent parallel to the x-axis, that point will give the maximum value. Now here I am taking this is a P1. P are the maximum and at this point P are the coordinates. This is the x and this is y. The P coordinates are x comma y. In this graph, whatever the equation is given, we have to find out the maximum value. First condition this one, and if you are not mentioned, it is a maximum or minimum. Again we have to do the double differentiation. That value is less than to 0. We can consider that value belongs to maximum. Now we will solve the one example based on this one. Y is equals to 6x minus x square. This value, it is a maximum or minimum, we don't. Find out either it is maximum or minimum. Shall we discuss the first one? We have to do the first differentiation dy upon dx. The directly I am writing why? Because already we have discussed this concept. Now 6 differentiation of x is a 1 minus 2x. This is a y. But what is our condition? The dy upon dx is equals to 0. Then in this whatever the value we are getting, 6 minus 2x is equals to 0. Then 2x minus 2x equals to minus 6. Then x value is 3. X value we got it. Then x value got it, but to find the y value, we should know the double differentiation. It is a less than to 0 or greater than to 0. We should confirm it. First one again differentiating. Differentiating d upon dx. Which one I am differentiating? Dy upon dx I am differentiating. Now you can write d upon dx. Dy upon dx value what we are getting? Dy upon dx is 6 minus 2x. Now you write 6 minus 2x. Now your differentiation value we will get, it is a 0. The minus dx upon dx is a 1. The value is minus. Now what will happen? Therefore d square y upon dx square, it is a less than to 0. Then what will happen? Less than to 0, then y is max. Now we got the clarity. Y is given one. There. Now these three values substituting in y equation. The y is the which one? Maximum y. The y is 6 into 3 minus x value is a 3, that's why x value I am substituting. into 3 whole square. Now what will happen? 18 minus 9. This value is 9. Now according to like that only x component we got it and y component we got it. X component is 3 and y component is 9. This value is a maximum value in y and 3 is a maximum value in x axis. Maximum value on x axis and y 9 is a maximum value in y axis. If you take another example also we can discuss. Now simply I am taking the one equation, it is a maximum or minimum we do. Now I will give the one example, do the homework. Three x square minus 12x. Okay, 3x square minus 12x. Here the 3x square minus 12x we need to find out that it is a maximum or minimum. Now here first one dy upon dx is equal to dy upon dx is what is the value 6x minus 12. It is equals to 0. Why? Because therefore dy upon dx is 0 for max. Here also we can write dx is 0 for max. Now here what is the value? 6x minus 12 is equals to 0, then x is equals to 2. X value we got 2. Now again we have to do the double differentiation. Again d upon dx, which one we are doing? dy upon dx. Here this is nothing but d square y upon dx square. Now I am writing here d square y upon dx square is equals to what is the value? 6x minus 12. 6x become 6 minus 12 divided by 0. That means what will happen? This value is d square y upon dx square greater than 0. Greater than 0 means this condition is not satisfied, means it should not be maximum value. What will happen? Minimum. Next we are going to discuss that condition only. Before I am explaining this condition. 0, therefore y equals to 3x square minus 12x. Substitute the value whenever 0 that time or then y is minimum. I will give after this. Y is a minimum, substitute the x value. What is the x value? 2. Y it is a minimum we got according to condition, and 3 into 2 square minus 12 into 2. It is a 4. 4 into 12 minus 24. The value is minus 12. Y minimum how much? Minus 12. This graph how we can represent? How we can represent this graph? If you want to hear, the y minimum is 12 and y component is a minus, x component is a plus. Means it is a x value is plus and y value is minus. Where it will be? Maybe it will be in x and y axis. X is a positive, y is a negative. Now if you take the minimum value of graph is like that. This is the minimum value with a p equals to x comma y. This is a what is the value we are getting? X 2 and y is minus 2. At this point minimum value, the point p is x comma y, that is nothing but 2 minus 2. This is the for minimum y the values. If you take this diagram also, we can represent in graph way. X value what we are getting 2 and y value is plus 9. Means 2 and plus 9. If I take just some graph, it is going, for example, 2 and 9 means how it will be. Simply we are taking this according to mathematics, it should be another way, but physics we don't want to discuss that much. Then x value, it is a minimum value. X value what we are, it is a 3 we got, and y value we got 9. At this point is a p equals to x comma y, at p value is 3 comma 9. Like that only we can discuss the sums. Now here I am writing down for condition for minimum. Second one we are going to discuss. Condition for minimum, what is that? Again, the differentiation of first differentiation is either it is minimum or maximum. The value is 0. Now what is the condition? Already we have discussed. This is the condition. D square y upon dx square greater than 0. This is the condition for minimum value. Whenever double differentiation greater than to the 0, we have to use that value will be the minimum value. Whenever the double differentiation is less than to 0, here the double differentiation is less than to 0, less than to minus 2 we got. Less than to 0, then y is the maximum value, then y value we are getting, this is the 9, and x component what we can get, p comma q. Here therefore the p is equals to x comma y, that is nothing but 2 comma 9. This 2 comma 9 according to this one. Here also, now minimum, how it will be graph. The graph is, it is x and this one is y. In this minimum, for minimum we have to represent the graph like that. Again, in any way, if you draw the tangent on this path, the tangent should not be equals to, should not be parallel to the x-axis. If where the tangent parallel to the x-axis, that point is called minimum point. Now this point is whenever we draw the tangent, it is parallel to the x-axis. This is the p x comma y. Then this p point will be the minimum value. This is x and this one is y. The minimum and maximum, only one point we have to remember. On that path, draw the tangent parallel to the x-axis, that point will be the maximum or minimum. If you want to find the maximum, the graph should be like that, and if you want to find the minimum value, the graph should be like that. Okay, this is for to understanding. In mathematics it should be different values. Okay, now you take this one, we will do the one sum based on this example. Now we will solve this sum. Here given that y is equals to 25 x square minus 10x plus 5. In this 5, it is a minimum or maximum we don't know. Why we are using, first we will use our condition, dy upon dx is equals to, what is that, 50x minus 10. 50x minus 10 is a constant, therefore dy upon dx is equals to 0. dy upon dx equals to 0, but we don't know it is a maximum or minimum. Maximum or minimum. Whenever they are mentioned, we can take for directly maximum. If they are not mentioned, the maximum, because the both conditions this should be equal. If it is maximum and minimum, how we can find out? By using the second condition. The first condition, dy upon dx, it is not maximum or minimum, we don't know, but maximum or minimum. Now what will happen? This value is 50x minus 10 is equals to 0. then x is equals to minus 1 upon 5. X value we got a 1 upon 5. Again, what we have to do? Again, we have to do the differentiation of this value. Again, differentiation. Again, d upon dx, dy upon dx. It is nothing but if you substitute here d upon dx. This value is, what is the equation we get? 50x minus 10 we got. Now this is, you can write d square y upon dx square is equals to it is 50. We got it 50. It is a 50 means what is the condition here? D square y upon dx square greater than 0. 50 greater than 0. Greater than 0 means what is that? Greater than 0. Then whatever is given, y is, which condition we have to use? Minimum condition. Now y is a minimum. If you take y is the minimum, substitute the x value in our equation. 25 1 by 5 whole square minus 10 1 by 5 plus 5. This is a 1 by 25. 25 1 means minus 1. Here 10 2 means what is that? 2 plus 5. Here what is the value? 3 means 2 we are getting the 2y. Here 2 we are getting in this x component also positive and y component also positive. How we can take, if you want to take the graph will be xy plane. XY plane, the value is like that. This x value is minus 1 by 2 and y value is 2. Okay, like that we can find. Okay, another sum also we will do. Y is equals to 12 x square minus 46 x. This is the equation we got. In this equation, it is the maximum, minimum we don't know. We have to find out it is the maximum or minimum. Now first condition, dy upon dx. Dy upon dx, what is that? This value 12 into 24 x minus 46. Here in this condition, what is that? If you want to take, this value becomes 0. Whenever it is becomes 0, then 24 x minus is equals to 46. Then x is equals to 46 upon 24. 46 upon 24, how we can take? 12 to the 12, 3 means 3 upon 2. We are getting x value is 3 upon 2, otherwise 1.5. If we take a 1.5, it is somewhat complicated to simplify. Directly we are taking 3 by 2. Now again differentiation. Again d upon dx. What we have to do the differentiation? This one. dy upon dx. That we can write d upon dx. What is the value we are getting? 24x minus 46. Now d square y upon dx square is equals to, what is the value? We will get 24. 24 means again what will happen? This is our d square y upon dx is greater than 0. Greater than 0 means what is that? This condition for minimum. Now therefore y is a minimum. Minimum we have to write In this minimum, substitute x value. 12 x is a 3 by 2 whole square minus 46 3 by 2. Here 9 upon 4. 12 into 9 upon 4 minus 46 into 3 upon 2. In this case, we can 4 3s are 23. Here what will happen? 27 minus 69. What is the value we are getting? After this 30, 40 to minus 40 minimum value. Like that we can solve. Any value is given, we have to find out first condition dy upon dx we need to find out. Then after that again we have to do the differentiation. The differentiation value less than to 0. Now we have to take a maximum. With the differentiation value greater than to 0. Now we have to, that value is minimum. Then according to that we have to solve. Now applications for differentiation. Where we can apply here? Applications. Applications. In this case, where we can use it? Simple thing, we can observe from the beginning onwards the first velocity. If you want to write the velocity, how we can write? Dx upon dt. The dx upon dt means the dx. X value changes with respect to time, that will give the velocity. Means dx upon dt is nothing but differentiation by using the x value. Right? X is the changes with respect to time, we will get the velocity. Now the like that acceleration. If you write the acceleration, what is that? dv upon dt. Again, velocity changes with respect to time. Velocity changes with respect to time, then a value acceleration we can find. There are so many things there. For example, again, f is equals to dp upon dt. Means the rate of change according to Newton's second. The rate of change of momentum is called force. F is equals what we can write? dp upon dt. dp upon dt means again what is that? It is a differentiation. Now if you take another one, the angle, this is a linear force. The tau we can take, this is a angular force. This angular force we can write dl upon dt. The rate of change of angular displacement. It is a linear displacement. This is a angular displacement. The rate of change of angular displacement is called tau. Now if you take another one, the power T we can write dw upon dt. The rate of doing work is called power. Like that, that's why only the mathematical tools are very important to solve the or to understand the physics, how we have to write it. If you don't know the differentiation, we don't how we never feel it v equals to dx upon dt. Why we are writing? Means some people are saying v equals to dx upon dt. The given in book, that's why we are learning. Means it is, if you don't know these mathematical tools, we can't understand what is the reason behind this one. Why we are writing this one? Because x value changes with respect to time. Whenever the x value is given, that x value changes with respect to time. Now we can say velocity. The acceleration also, velocity changes with respect to time. Acceleration we can write. The force is change. Force we have to write. The rate of change of momentum. The rate of change of momentum is called force, and this is also it is a part of the differentiation. The tau delta L upon delta. The rate of change of angular momentum is called torque, and momentum. This is the power. The power is dw upon dt. dw upon dt is the rate of doing work. Otherwise, work done. The work done changes with respect to time. Is called power. This is a application in physics. This complete information about the differentiation, which is how much it is useful in physics. Okay, take a copy it.